On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, we will discuss CSS and BEM. We will explain CSS and BEM step by step, from the basics to practical usage. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. CSS is a fundamental language used to define the appearance of a website. However, managing CSS effectively can be challenging, especially for large-scale projects. BEM, Block Element Modifier, is a CSS naming convention designed to address these issues and improve reusability and maintainability. Challenges in CSS include the following problems. Global namespace collision. In CSS, class names are global, which poses a risk of collision between different components. Overuse of complex selectors. Overly complex descendant or ID selectors increase specificity, making future modifications difficult. Reduced reusability. Specific styles become harder to reuse in other components. BEM was designed to solve these problems. BEM consists of three main elements. Block, an independent component with its own meaning. Element, a part of a block, logically connected to it. Modifier, changes the appearance or behavior of a block or element. BEM naming conventions follow the format below. Block, the component name of the block. Element, an element that is part of the block. Modifier, represents a specific state or style variation. Below is a simple example. Button is a block. Button __ text is an element. Button primary is a modifier. The following are the advantages of BEM. Consistency. Because the naming convention is consistent, the code becomes easier to read. Reusability. It becomes easier to reuse components. Maintainability. Other developers can understand the code more easily, making modifications easier. Here is an example of HTML that applies BEM. Write the corresponding CSS for the HTML as follows. This CSS defines modular styles using the BEM, Block Element Modifier, convention to enhance reusability and maintainability. Let's look at how to add a new modifier to make a specific menu item inactive. The corresponding HTML would look like this. This CSS defines a modifier that visually dims inactive menu items and disables click interactions. When using BEM, the following points can be kept in mind. It is not necessary to strictly follow BEM's naming rules, but maintaining consistency is important. Establish unified rules within the project and ensure the entire team follows them. Introducing BEM may result in longer CSS class names, but this makes the roles of components clearer. As a result, maintainability improves, and the benefits outweigh the redundancy. BEM can be used together with other CSS frameworks. For example, even when using Tailwind CSS or Bootstrap, you can apply BEM to custom components. BEM provides a clear naming convention to modularize and make CSS easier to manage. By using this method, you can prevent style conflicts and dramatically improve maintainability and reusability. Designing appropriate naming conventions contributes to improved project quality and productivity. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to enjoy more content, please subscribe to the channel.